So yeah, I will never be able to afford a house because I buy too much yarn. My precious. Hi guys. I just got home a little bit while ago. I already had dinner. Light is fading really quickly. This is not the best light anymore, but this will do if I want to try to upload this today. So I thought I should do a little bit of a roundup or a little bit of a yarn haul. I'm putting yarn away because they're all piled on top of me. Because, you know, it's been exciting, and if you would like to participate, that would be great if I you know, update you guys a little sooner. So I'm in the New Jersey area, and right now there's the New Jersey Wool Walk. It is total of 9 days. Today's the first day, so today is Saturday, April the 17th. There are, I think, 13 participating stores, and you can see here that I've been to 3. I couldn't get to all of them, obviously. New Jersey's not a big state, but it's still a considerable amount of driving required if I want to visit all of them. I think realistically I could visit a total of 5. So far I've done 3, 2 of which I've been to before, and one of which I actually couldn't spend a whole lot of time shopping, but I'll talk a little bit more on my experience today. So this morning I was able to head to Madison, New Jersey to go to the Blue Pearl, and I asked if I could film there, and there is footage of that place. I'll try to insert it here and there. And the lady who owns the place, her name is Wendy. Hi Wendy, if you're watching. Thank you so much for showing me around the place and letting me know where all the special yarns are. And there was also like a huge sale section outside, which is what I ended up picking up. So I was thinking, so my goal for this wool walk is to not buy the entire store, just like everyone else, first of all. The second thing that I wanted was like, okay, I think I want some yarn for socks. I want some yarn for a summer knit. I want some yarn for a thicker cardigan. So other than this cardigan that I already have, it's a little thin. And maybe other impulse buy items. So at that store, at their sale bins, I found these yarns. I went a little bit crazy because they were a good deal. So this is from Kelborn Knits. The line is Mojave. There we go. Mojave. It's a cotton linen blend, and it's $5 per skein. So this is 50 gram. Hello, focus. There we go. Okay, this is 50 gram skeins. So I got 4 of one color. I think this is the natural colorway, and then I got 3 of another color. This is the mauve colorway. So I thought these really neutral toned colors would be really good for summer and maybe a little bit into fall. So I think this will be useful, and this is definitely enough to make 1 shirt, if not 2 if I'm a little bit more creative. So that was a really good deal at the Blue Pearl, and they also have another sale on magazines. So those magazines are 20% off. So I got this Lane magazine. It was just laying on the table, and I poked through a few of them. This is a summer 2019 issue, kind of trying to remember the good old days of a different time. But I flipped through it and I really like the patterns in there, and the pictures are nice. So this is the first, like I've never really been into buying knitting publications, but I'm thinking like, oh, this could be a good chance to just branch out a little bit, look at some more curated stuff, and yeah, so I think that would be really fun. The next store that I went to was Wool and Grace. So I've been to Wool and Grace before. I actually got, so I didn't buy anything this time. I didn't have time. I just went in, got my stuff stamped, poked around, and then had to leave. I think for Wool and Grace, their sale is 20% off most, if not all yarns, if you are a passport holder. So all of these stores have sales if you are a passport holder, and the passport is $6 to purchase in store with $1 donated to the New Jersey Food Bank. So I think that's a really great cause. And you know, for most sales that's available, like if you take advantage of the sale, you make the price for the passport back anyways. So so I got to Wool and Grace. I didn't film there because I was just in and out really quickly, but I do really like that store. They had, I don't know if they still have these anymore. So this is from my last trip there. Let me show you. What I thought was really interesting with them is actually they had these recycled cashmere yarn that is made for their store. They were on clearance last time I was there, and I thought they were a pretty good deal, so I got two. So, this is hopefully going to become my hat one day. My old hat that I made, like my first project, I think I am due for a little bit of an upgrade, so I got this last time, not this time. But I think when I poked around, I still saw a few in their sale bins, so I don't know if they're further discounted or something, but I think they're really great value. They're recycled wool, but they're also merino, cashmere merino, sorry. It's 95% cashmere and 5% merino. So I think the material is really great. It's pretty soft. I really like it. So good things to take advantage of if you're in that area. So I ran a few errands, and then finally the last store that I visited today was Yarnia, which honestly is my favorite. So I've been there before, and I have like touched everything and talked to the owners, and yeah, so they're really friendly. I talked to Jen for a while. So Jen is one of the owners. There's 3 owners. There's Jen, Kathleen, and Amanda. I've met Jen and Kathleen. I've never met Amanda. And I was chatting with Jen a lot while I was there, because I can't make decisions like everyone else in the store. So I was there for quite a while. Yeah, they're really friendly. And they also have their own podcast. So I told Kathleen about this podcast. So hopefully you guys are watching. If so, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll also link their podcast down below. I think it's really exciting that, you know, we're all fellow podcasters, and I got a chance to go to their store again. Like every time I go there, I'm just beyond happy. I don't have their little cheat sheet with me anymore on their sales. So if I don't recall wrongly, their sale portion is all 30% off, and if you get 6 skeins or more, it's 35% off, and I definitely took advantage of that. They have select brands that's 20% off, I want to say, including Noro, Rowan, Sugar Bush, I don't remember other stuff. And they also have their own little trunk show with Woolfolk, which the Blue Pearl also had. So I saw the Woolfolk yarn at the Blue Pearl, and I was touching them and kind of drooling all over them, but I couldn't make up my mind, so I just, you know, went with what I bought and left. By the time I got to Yarnia, I saw Woolfolk yarn again, and I was just like, wow, they are so soft, and they have so many scarves, large, squishy, fluffy scarves, you know, on display. And I was like just putting my fingers all over them, and yeah. So I kind of made a dent in that. So one of my purchases are these 5 skeins. They are showing up way more red on camera, but it's more, pink, orange. I don't know how to describe that color. So I got 5 skeins. Honestly, a little pricey, but they're really, really soft. Like, they're so nice, and I'm just excited to make this into a nice fluffy long scarf to put around my neck for, you know, the colder months, whenever that's coming. Like, the only reason why knitters like winters is because of these. They are so luxurious. I love it. Definitely a little pricey, but couldn't resist. But I also took advantage of their sale bins. So, oh, I never told you what yarn this is. So this is Wool Folk Fair. Don't know how to say that. It's got the funny, there you go. Yeah, fair. This is 100% merino wool. It's just so nice. Luxurious. So super excited about that. Yeah, my stash just grew exponentially. Okay, and then the last thing I got from there was this yarn. So this is from Juniper Moon Farms. I think their logo is just so cute. This is the Stargazer brushed. It's 85% baby llama and 15% nylon. This is in the colorway Mercury. So it's also really soft. This was in the sale bin, so it's 30% off, and I was looking for something to make a thicker cardigan, so I got 6. I think I'm all set. I hope I don't need more. That would be very unfortunate. But yes, I got 6 skeins of this yarn. So yeah, that's my adventure today. I'm hoping tomorrow I can visit a few more, namely the local yarn store, which is in South Orange, and also Knit Tapestry. That's in Waldwick. So not sure if I can make it to both of them, but I'm gonna try. And I think that's all that I can get to, unless I convince some people to go on a road trip with me a little farther down south in Jersey, but I'm pretty happy with this. And also, like, somebody restrained me from buying more yarn for myself. It's like at the same time I'm also thinking like, oh, maybe I can make something for other people so I'm not as guilty. Yeah, this is just so nice. Actually, I want to touch this one too. It's just so nice. Like, why would I share this with anybody? My precious. Okay. sorry. I'm just so happy. Yeah, I should wrap this up. I have nothing else to say other than I'm just, oh wait, one more thing. I'm being scatterbrained. I also, because of my massive purchase, I also got a little case with stitch markers in there. They're the little metal ones that are removable, I think. So yeah, these removable ones. I think they'll come in handy. And also they gave me a stitch marker that's, what's that called? Like a memento. There we go. So it's just got their brand and the word on it. Is it flipped? I don't know. So yeah, very excited. I'll definitely use them. So yeah, I will never be able to afford a house because I buy too much yarn. Had a really great day and took advantage of some good sales. I have a feeling this is better than Christmas. Yeah, this is better than Christmas. So if you're thinking about participating and haven't had a chance yet, you know, tomorrow's Sunday, I think you should jump on it and go have fun. So, alrighty. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.